So I've been in this mechanical keyboard hobby for quite some time now, but I've never had a gasket mounted keyboard. So in this video, I'll be finally building my first gasket mounted keyboard, and I'll say huge thanks to PCB Malaysia for sending over this huge box right here. So this is to celebrate their new Shopee shop launch, which they are also launching one of the newer keyboards they sent to me today, their PG67, which is a gasket mounted keyboard. So do check them out in the links in the description below and check out their Shopee, they have a lot of stuff. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's go for unboxing first. So this right here is one of the biggest packages I've gotten, and it's from PCB Malaysia. So this is to celebrate their launch of a new keyboard that they are launching called the PG keyboard, and it's a gasket mounted keyboard. Let's check it out. I'm really excited for what's inside. So far, I'm liking what I see. There's a lot of bubble wrap, so everything should be protected. First thing we have right here are some switches. So these are some KTT Kang whites. These have already been looped by the seller. Looks awesome, and we have a few switches inside. Okay, just gonna put this aside. Second thing we get is this small little box right here. Let me just open it up. So in that little white box, we actually get this. This is a PCB branded 2-in-1 switch opener. Really nice. You can bring it anywhere. It comes with this hook, and you can open both types of switches on this. Really solid build. Really nice. Now let's check out other things. So he also sent over this. This is a cute little artisan resin keycap, which is like a cat paw print. Really nice. I love the purple. I think it's gonna fit the keyboard quite nice as well. Now let's check out the other stuff in the box. Okay, so first of all, we got these two small plastics right here. One is for the OEM stabilizers. So this keyboard can use plate mounted stabilizers and also PCB mounted stabilizers. Really nice. In this second package right here, I believe these are the gasket strips, and there we have the name, of course, PCB right here if you want to stick it on the keyboard. Now, time for the major components. Let's check out what's in the first one. Okay, so one of the first things we get is this. This is the plate of the keyboard. It's made out of like palm material, and it's really soft and wiggly right here. Pretty nice. So this will give it a more poppier sound. Let's check out the second bubble wrap package. Okay, so this is the PCB for the keyboard. Let me just take it out. So this is what the PCB looks like. It has a white front and it's 5-pin hot swap, but it actually has south-facing RGB LEDs, so that is really nice. So it won't have any problems with any of the switches and keycaps. This is what the back looks like. These are all hot swappable switches, and on the bottom here we can see the model M67 RGB, and you can also configure it through QMK software. Let's check out the last thing. I believe this is the case of the keyboard. So this is the stacked acrylic case. Honestly, it looks amazing right now. It really looks good. So it has frosted acrylic on the top, and all the others are just transparent. And then you have the two feet right here. Really nice. It kind of reminds me of the MW65 feet. Wow. So I guess that is it for everything, and now we can build the keyboard. Okay, so before I actually start the build, I want to go through everything included in this kit if you're getting it from PCB Malaysia. So first things first, of course this really nice case. So this is a stacked acrylic case with frosted acrylic on the top and the bottom, and they are really nice feeling, and they're going to be very nice for the RGB of this keyboard. So the second thing included in this kit is this. This is a 5-pin hot swap south-facing PCB, which is really nice. It's called the M67 RGB, and it's powered with the QMK software, so it's really easy to configure, and it's a really nice looking PCB right here. Third thing included in this kit is this. This is the ABS Flexi plate for the keyboard. So this is going to house all of the switches, and of course for the Flexi plate we're going to have the gasket mount and of course the PCB sticker if you want to brand the keyboard. Last but not least, you get these. These are some OEM screw-in stabilizers for the PCB. So they are just quite standard PCB screw-in stabilizers right here, which I will be Holee modding for the build. Now let's talk about the mods I'll be doing to this keyboard. So mainly I'll be doing these 3 mods. I'll be doing the PE foam mod, then putting some EVA foam in between the plate and the PCB, and of course the tempers tape mod to make it all sound really poppy at the same time. So yeah, now with all of that out of the way, we can start the build. So as I said, I'll be Holee modding these stabilizers, and this is how I do it. Step 1, choose a band-aid of your choice. Make sure it's the fabric kind of band-aid because that will help dampen the sound. Second thing, you want to cut the band-aid down to a very small strip and use some tweezers to put it into the housing of the stem of one of the stabilizers. You want to put it in like this and make sure to fold in the access on the other end. Next thing you want to do is grab some loop. I'm going to use some Krytox 205 grade 0 mix right here and lightly loop the stem housing. After you have looped this section, grab the housing and then loop the inners of that too. Now we can loop the metal wires. I do use quite a generous amount because these need to stick really good to make it sound good. So I'm just going to put a generous layer of Krytox 205. After you've looped all of the parts, you can assemble them and put it in, and it should have a clicking sound and it should snap in just right and it should look like this. You just have to repeat this step for all of the stabilizers you want to Holee mod, and that's it. So I just got done Holee modding all of the stabilizers I'll be using for this build, but before I put it onto the PCB, I want to plug it in and see if the PCB is alright. So this is how the PCB looks like. This is the top and this is the bottom. So there is some underglow RGB and this is really nice in my opinion. Now let's just put in the stabilizers. With all of that out of the way, we can now move on to the PE foam mod. So all I'm going to do is take the foam, put it on top, trace out where all the stabilizers are and cut out the holes for the stabilizers. So with the PE foam now all cut out, we can put on the EVA foam and then poke the holes for the switches. So this is all the mods I've done to the plate. So we have the EVA foam and the PE foam. Now we can move on to the gasket mounted for the upper plate. So I'm just going to put all the gasket mounts on and then we can start to put in all of the switches. Nice, so I've done putting all of the gasket strips. It should look like this. Now we can proceed for the switches. So with everything done with the plate and with all the switches in, they really look really nice right now. So you can move on for the keycaps. These are the keycaps I'll be using. These are the Akko Neon Double Shot PBT Cherry Profile keycaps and they look really awesome in my opinion. Let's go. With all of the keycaps in, they are looking really nice. Now I'm going to turn it around and put 3 to 4 layers of masking tape for the tempers tape mod. So with all the mods and everything put together, now we can finally put in the gasket mounted plate into the case right here. So all you have to do is remove the screws for the acrylic case, put it in and screw it all back together. With everything now done, we can move on to the typing sound test. I hope you guys enjoy. that was it for this PG67 build. I hope you really like this build. Honestly, I'm really shocked of how poppy and how nice this keyboard sounds. It's my first gasket mounted keyboard, and this is going to be my daily driver starting from now on. So again, a huge thanks to PCB Malaysia for sending this over. I really love the build. I really love the kit. It's going to launch from around 250 to 280 ringgit, which is a steal for a gasket mounted keyboard. So I think that this keyboard is overall a very great buy and a good experience. Again, thank you for them for sending it over, and I really love how it sounds. So yeah, that was it for this video, guys. Leave a like if you like this video, dislike this video if you didn't like it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I have more build videos like this coming very soon. As always, thanks for watching. Goodbye, guys.